So we've drawn a game again today, guys. Absolutely shocking performance. Obviously shocking result, but more so the performance. We were absolutely clueless today. I just don't understand. You look at Southampton, that team has just been battered 5-2 by Spurs. Absolutely battered. They've lost their best player in Van Dijk. They've just changed their manager recently. They're struggling on confidence, and they come here and put in a performance like that. I'm fuming. I mean, we lacked creativity. We lacked ideas. We lacked risk taking. Like, it looked like the players are just playing with a leash. Like, they got reins on them and they just didn't want to try anything. I counted at times all 4 players in a line, in an attacking line. 4 of them just standing there. Mkhitaryan, his distribution was poor. Yes, he's out of form, and I'm not putting all the blame on him, but he was really poor today. His crosses, he wasn't consistent. He put in maybe 2 crosses all game, and that was it. Not good enough. Matic, for me, I thought he had a poor game, if I'm honest with you. He was passing sideways, he was slow, he lost possession of the ball a couple of times, and no, he wasn't the only one. Paul Pogba, captain today, you're thinking, can you take the game by the scruff of the neck? Can you get us playing? Lacklustre, I saw him throwing his arms up and down, not looking interested. Really, really poor all over, and a lot of fans are starting to turn on Mourinho, I'll tell you that. I've actually realised something today, which I'm going to be honest, some people may say it's taken you a long time to realise it, Flex, but I've been saying that, you know, we have made improvements this year, and, you know, we've got more goals than last year, we've got more points on the board, and all that's true, but I'm starting to question whether we have actually improved. I think it's just the rest of the Premier League is that bad, and fans from other clubs have been saying that to me, and I've been disregarding it quite loosely, but I think I'm starting to take note of that, and I'm not ashamed to say that. I don't think we've actually got any better. It looks like we're staying stagnant. I mean, some fans were saying today it looked like we was under the David Moyes era again, in the LVG era again, sideways crab football. And that's what it looked like today. There was just no creativity. It took ages for Martial to come on, and, you know, it's a ruthless club, it's a ruthless environment, it's Manchester United. You do feel a little bit sorry for Mkhitaryan. There were massive cheers when he was coming off. And a fan said it earlier today in the fan cam, he was cheering because he wants him out of the club. You know, we've got a lot of players who don't seem like they're good enough. We've got a lot of average players, and yes, in the Fergie era, I don't like to keep talking about the Fergie era because we're not in that era anymore. We need to move on, and we need to find a way to get back to winning ways. But in the Fergie era, he used to get the best out of average players. You look at players like Darren Fletcher, Ji-Sung Park, Anderson. That's what he did. John O'Shea. That was what Fergie did. Those days are gone. Those days are gone, and Mourinho needs to find a way to get the best out of what we have. Yes, we need to potentially get reinforcements in and get better players in different positions. I understand that. But for me, Mourinho needs to find a way to get better out of the players what we've got. I asked the fan today, if we have Pep over here, does he get more out of the squad than what Mourinho's getting? And the answer is yes. You know, I've been saying to fans on Twitter during this week, you look at how Sane's playing, you look at how Sterling's playing, you look at how Otamendi's playing, you look at how they've got Delph at left back. That's man management. That's good coaching. You know, that's changing players, that's progressing players and making players better players. I'm not seeing that here. I'm seeing players go backwards or stay stagnant. You know, Rashford doesn't look like he's at the races, and that's going to happen. Yes, he's a young lad, I understand that. I'm not going to get on his back and say he's not good enough and all that kind of nonsense. No, of course he is. He's a very good player, and he will be a very good player. But at the moment, his head's not in it. You know, he's taken one too many touches to get his shot off. His confidence is shot. For all the stick that Lukaku's been getting, he had a header first of all, early on in the half. Maybe should have done better with that. Looked like a real bad injury though. I do want to obviously hope that he makes a full recovery. I don't know how bad it was. It did look quite bad. It looked like he was knocked out cold from where I was sitting. So hopefully he won't be missing for too long. Hopefully he's all right. But, you know, Zlatan's not ready. So at the minute we haven't got a number 9. Is Rashford going to be that guy? Not for me. I would like to see Martial play through the middle. Can I see Jose doing that? No, I can't. We've got a very, very tough game against Everton coming up in a couple of days. And I'm not confident. Yes, Everton lost today. But it's Sam Allardyce. They're going to be tough to beat. They're going to be harder to beat than these lot. Their crowd's going to be rocking. And it's not the Everton that was dropping points for fun, you know, 2-3 months ago before we come in. So the way I see it is we've got a long way to go to get this squad to where it needs to be. Mourinho needs to find a way to get the best out of the players that we have right now. It's all good him saying about this open checkbook. He's had over 300 million to spend, yeah, and I understand that the noisy neighbours across the road have had more, and you know, Pep's just kind of opened his mouth and got exactly what he wanted. But we can't look too much into that. Mourinho needs to find a way to deal with this. You know, there's some fans sort of saying that he might be gone in the summer, and it's getting very toxic around here. There's a lot of fans, you know, turning on him. There's a lot of fans who are not on Mourinho's side anymore. Fans that I speak to quite a lot who are always on his side, and it's really starting to turn. It's very interesting to see that. I asked the fan, does this look like the beginning of the demise, like when Mourinho was at Chelsea. One fan said it does look a little bit like that, and the players don't look like they're playing for him. The players look clueless. The players look spineless. The players look like their heart was gone. They had no idea. They had no. I'm struggling for words because it's so frustrating to see them. That's Southampton. They're at the foot of the table. That's a team that might potentially could get relegated. You know, Charlie Austin, their best striker, out. Just lost their best player in Van Dijk, gone. And they come here and put in a performance and make us look bang average. Burnley, same thing. You know, Brighton here, same thing. Bournemouth, same thing. Since that City game, we've been absolutely shocking, and these players need to wake up. We go on to Everton, New Year's Day. It's going to be a tough game. I'm not confident we're going to win. I mean, based on that performance, you have to question it. But we have to try. We have to try. The players don't seem like they're playing for the Premier League points anymore. Yes, we know we're not going to win the league, of course not. But there's still loads to play for. We're in a top 4 scrap now. We're in a top 4 scrap now. Liverpool are on our heels. Chelsea won again today. You know, and before we know it, we could find ourselves outside the top 4, and then it really will be a disastrous season. Guys, drop your views and comments in the boxes below. I want to know what you guys think. Thanks for watching.